The cosmos is always in motion, and we're about to witness a powerful celestial event, the mini-moon. What makes this event so rare isn't just its occurrence, but the potent energy it brings with it. For spiritual seekers, this is an opportunity for transformation, but it also comes with warnings. The mini-moon has the power to amplify both the positive and the negative energies around us. In the midst of this cosmic alignment, there are certain behaviors, thoughts, and actions that could not only hinder your spiritual growth, but also leave you vulnerable to lower vibrations. This is not a time to take lightly, as the energies during this mini-moon are especially potent, demanding our utmost awareness and spiritual focus. In this video, we're going to dive deep into what you should avoid during this mini-moon to maintain your spiritual protection and growth. We'll explore how certain behaviors can open you up to negative forces, block your path, and even derail your spiritual journey if you're not careful. So if you want to stay spiritually protected during this transformative time, keep watching, because I'm about to share with you exactly what you need to steer clear of and why. The energy of amplification. Beware of fearful thoughts. The mini-moon acts like a cosmic magnifier. Think of it as a giant lens hovering in the sky, intensifying everything in its path. If you're carrying around positive intentions, love, and peace, this mini-moon will help elevate those vibrations to new heights. However, the same goes for negative energies, especially fear. Fear is anti-spiritual by nature, and during this mini-moon period, fear doesn't just linger. It grows, it festers, and it can consume you if you let it. Fear is one of the most potent lower vibrations, and it can cloud your spiritual judgment. Whether it's fear of the unknown, fear of failure, or fear about the future, you must avoid feeding this energy at all costs. The energy of fear, when amplified, acts like a virus, spreading and infecting every corner of your mind and soul. Even small seeds of doubt, anxiety, or worry can grow into overwhelming obstacles during this time. It's crucial to recognize where fear is manifesting in your life. Are you indulging in negative media? Are your conversations with others rooted in anxiety or worry? These seemingly small actions can invite fear into your energy field and block you from receiving the positive energies that the mini-moon has to offer. The key here is to counterbalance fear with love and awareness. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, and positive affirmations can help. Surround yourself with uplifting content, engage in compassionate conversations, and create an environment that fosters spiritual elevation rather than fear. As the saying goes, what you focus on grows. Under the powerful energy of the mini-moon, this truth becomes even more pronounced. And speaking of focusing your energy, there's something you won't want to miss. Imagine harnessing this same power of focus, but in a way that draws abundance directly to you. A PhD neuroscientist has discovered a remarkable method, what's being called the 7-second Tesla ritual. That has been shown to attract wealth effortlessly. This unique ritual works with the natural energies around you, just like the mini-moon. If you're serious about transforming not only your spiritual path, but also your financial future, you need to check this out. It's in the first pinned comment below. Don't let this opportunity pass you by during such a potent energetic time. This is your chance to align with abundance. Now, let's get back into the exploration. The illusion of duality. Breaking free from black and white thinking. As we witness the appearance of the mini-moon, it's essential to recognize that it's more than just a celestial body in the sky. The symbolism runs deep. The mini-moon, in its rare form, reflects the dualistic nature of our world, the constant push and pull between light and dark, good and bad, right and wrong. This duality, while ingrained in how we view the world, is often an illusion that keeps us trapped in lower states of consciousness. During this mini-moon, it's vital to move beyond black and white thinking. The universe is calling us to see past the surface level of duality and to recognize the interconnectedness of everything. Good and bad aren't separate forces. They're part of the same cosmic dance, two sides of the same coin. When we get caught up in dualistic thinking, we limit our ability to grow spiritually because we become attached to labels, judgments, and separations that are, in truth, illusions. Instead of seeing the world through the lens of duality, this mini-moon invites us to embrace unity, to understand that every challenge, every dark moment, every shadow is an opportunity for growth. Duality is not about opposition, it's about balance. The mini-moon symbolizes this balance and urges us to find it within ourselves. Where in your life are you clinging to outdated judgments, seeing things as purely good or purely bad? Let go of these rigid views and open yourself to a deeper understanding that transcends separation. Materialism as a spiritual blockage. Release the physical attachments. During this rare mini-moon event, there's a heightened energetic push for us to release attachments, particularly those related to the material world. Materialism is one of the biggest spiritual blockages that we encounter on our path. Whether it's an obsession with wealth, status, possessions, or even the need for external validation, these attachments keep us tied to the physical plane and prevent us from stepping into our true spiritual potential. The energy of the mini-moon challenges us to break free from the grip of materialism. But materialism isn't always obvious. It's often subtle and insidious. It could manifest in pride over owning the latest gadgets, constantly comparing yourself to others, or even refusing to let go of an old relationship or lifestyle that no longer serves your highest good. During this period, the energy of the mini-moon will illuminate these attachments, showing us where we are holding on too tightly. This could bring discomfort, as letting go of material desires is never easy, but it's essential for spiritual growth. The more we cling to the material world, the more we block ourselves from aligning with the higher consciousness that this mini-moon energy offers. Ask yourself, what physical things, habits, or desires are you unwilling to let go of? How are they holding you back? Now is the time to release those attachments. Detach from the need for external validation, whether through possessions, social status, or even superficial relationships. Clear space in your life and energy for something deeper and more meaningful to emerge. If you don't, the amplified energies of the mini-moon will only heighten the inner conflict between the physical and the spiritual, pulling you further away from your true path. Ego-driven spirituality. The trap of the spiritual ego. One of the biggest traps we can fall into, especially during powerful cosmic events like this mini-moon, is letting the ego hijack our spiritual journey. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of being spiritually advanced or showing off our rituals and practices for the world to see. But true spirituality isn't about performing for others. It's about deep, personal transformation. The mini-moon offers us an opportunity to turn inward and focus on our own spiritual growth. This is not the time for ego-driven spirituality, where you seek validation through how spiritual you appear to others. Whether it's sharing your practices on social media to prove yourself or subtly competing with others over who is more enlightened, these are signs of the ego taking over. And during the mini-moon, this tendency will be magnified. Remember, the energy of the mini-moon is all about unity, not separation. The ego thrives on separation, on comparison, and on the need to feel superior. But this period is a chance to let go of the ego's grip and to focus on authentic spiritual growth. Ask yourself, am I doing this for my soul or for my pride? The universe doesn't care about your social media post or your ritual that you share to impress others. It cares about your genuine transformation. Lower vibrations and negative entities. be mindful of what you attract. During the mini-moon event, the boundaries between our world and other dimensions become more porous, making it easier for energies from beyond to slip through. This thinning of the veil means both positive and negative forces can cross over. Whether you attract light or darkness during this time depends entirely on the energy you're putting out. Negative entities aren't just myths or fantasy. They are real energies that feed off of lower vibrations like fear, anger, despair, and chaos. If you're indulging in lower vibrational activities, you're essentially putting out a beacon that signals these entities to latch onto your energy. Are you watching fear-based media, gossiping, or engaging in toxic behaviors? These actions open you up to these darker energies. The energy of the mini-moon amplifies everything, including your vulnerability to negative forces. Maintaining a high vibration during this time is crucial to your spiritual protection. Engage in practices that elevate your energy: meditation, gratitude, acts of kindness, and connection with nature. The higher your vibration, the more protected you will be from negative influences, and the more you will attract positive energies that support your growth. Disconnecting from nature, a missed spiritual opportunity. One of the most profoundly overlooked aspects of spiritual growth is the deep and intrinsic connection we share with nature. In our fast-paced, technology-driven lives, it's easy to become detached from the natural world, dismissing it as merely the backdrop to our daily existence. However, the truth is that nature plays a pivotal role in our spiritual well-being, offering us lessons, healing energy, and a sense of groundedness that cannot be replicated in artificial environments. During the mini-moon, this connection becomes even more critical. The energies brought by this celestial event are intimately tied to the natural world. The mini-moon is not just a rare cosmic occurrence. It symbolizes an alignment of celestial and terrestrial energies, emphasizing balance, harmony, and the cycles of life. These cycles, birth, death, renewal, are mirrored in nature itself. If you neglect or disconnect from nature during this time, you risk missing out on a powerful source of spiritual growth, healing, and wisdom that could profoundly enhance your personal journey. Nature operates on a set of universal principles that are deeply spiritual in nature. It teaches us about patience, resilience, impermanence, and the cycles of transformation. The trees, for example, show us how to stay rooted while reaching toward the sky, reminding us to stay grounded in our foundation while expanding our consciousness. The changing seasons illustrate the inevitability of change and the beauty of letting go, as autumn leaves fall in preparation for winter's dormancy and eventual spring renewal. Each element of nature offers its own spiritual lessons if we are willing to observe and engage. When we disconnect from nature, we also disconnect from these teachings. We become overly focused on the material world, on human-made constructs like time, money, and societal expectations, forgetting that we are part of a much larger, more intricate web of life. This disconnection can leave us feeling lost, anxious, and spiritually stagnant, as we've cut off one of the most accessible and profound sources of spiritual insight available to us. In addition to its wisdom, nature offers a healing energy that is deeply grounding and rejuvenating for the soul. Modern life often pulls us away from this healing force, trapping us indoors under artificial lights, surrounded by the hum of electronics, and bombarded with stimuli that keep us in a state of perpetual mental and emotional activity. When was the last time you simply stood barefoot on the earth, felt the wind on your face, or took a deep breath of fresh air without rushing off to the next task? During the mini-moon, nature's healing energy is amplified. The earth, the trees, the oceans, and the sky all resonate with the heightened celestial vibrations, offering us a unique opportunity to absorb these energies if we allow ourselves to be present with them. The Japanese practice of forest bathing, or Shinrin-yoku, is a perfect example of how simply being in the presence of trees can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and restore a sense of calm and clarity. When we engage with nature during the mini-moon, we open ourselves to profound healing that works on multiple levels, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Beyond healing, nature also serves as a form of spiritual protection. Many ancient cultures believed that spending time in natural environments strengthened one's aura or energy field. The energy of the earth, particularly when we physically connect with it by walking barefoot or sitting on the ground, helps to cleanse and fortify our personal energy. It acts as a shield against negative energies, grounding us and preventing spiritual fatigue. During the mini-moon, when the veil between dimensions is thinner and energies from various planes may interact with ours, staying grounded and protected is essential. Nature serves as our ally, anchoring us in the present moment and shielding us from lower vibrational forces. If you ignore the call to connect with nature during this time, you might find yourself feeling energetically vulnerable, ungrounded, and susceptible to spiritual disturbances. The mini-moon is a cosmic reminder that we are not separate from the earth, despite how modern life may lead us to believe otherwise. The earth's rhythms, the phases of the moon, and the cycles of the seasons all affect us more deeply than we often acknowledge. Reconnecting with nature during this powerful time is not just a casual suggestion. It is a vital spiritual practice that can deepen your connection to the universe and yourself. But how do we reconnect with nature in a meaningful way? It can be as simple or as elaborate as you choose. Start by being mindful of your surroundings. Take time each day to step outside, even if just for a few minutes, and observe the natural world around you. Feel the sun's warmth on your skin. Listen to the rustling of leaves in the wind, and notice the patterns in the clouds above. This mindfulness, this presence with the natural world, is the beginning of reconnection. For a deeper practice, consider spending time in a natural setting that resonates with you, whether it's a park, a forest, a beach, or even your own backyard. Allow yourself to sit in stillness, absorbing the energy around you without any agenda or distraction. You may want to meditate outdoors, using the sights and sounds of nature to anchor your focus. Some people find that bringing natural elements into their spiritual practices, such as lighting a candle made from beeswax, working with crystals, or creating an altar with flowers and leaves, helps to strengthen their connection to the earth's energy. Nature is the ultimate reflection of balance, and during the mini-moon, this theme of balance is especially prominent. Nature shows us how duality, light and dark, life and death, growth and decay, is not a conflict, but a harmonious dance. The cycles of the moon, the tides, the changing of the seasons, all represent the ebb and flow of life's energies. There is no rush, no resistance in nature's processes. The earth moves through its cycles with grace, allowing everything to unfold in its own time. By connecting with nature, we align our energies with these natural cycles, which can help us find balance in our own lives. If you've been feeling out of sync, chaotic, or overwhelmed, spending time in nature during the mini-moon can help restore your sense of equilibrium. You may find that solutions to problems arise effortlessly, that your emotions stabilize, or that you gain clarity about decisions that once seemed difficult. In essence, nature reminds us that we, too, are part of these cycles. We don't need to force growth or resist change. Just as a flower blooms in its own season, so too does our spiritual evolution unfold in its own time. By reconnecting with nature, we learn to trust in this process, letting go of the need to control outcomes and embracing the flow of life. In conclusion, the mini-moon is more than just a rare celestial event. It's a cosmic invitation to look within and to engage in deep spiritual work. This is a time for reflection, release, and transformation. As the energy of this powerful event magnifies everything within us, it's essential to be mindful of what you focus on and what you engage with. Avoid behaviors that lower your vibration, release your attachments to material things, let go of ego-driven spirituality, and reconnect with the natural world. By doing so, you'll not only protect yourself from lower energies, but also open yourself up to the profound spiritual growth that this mini-moon offers. This is your opportunity to align with the deeper truths of the universe, to transcend duality, and to emerge from this period more spiritually attuned and connected than ever before. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to stay connected to more content on spiritual growth and cosmic events. Let me know in the comments how you plan to align your energy during this mini-moon, and until next time, stay spiritually elevated.